The 27th word explains that the door of interpretation is open, but entering it today is very difficult because of many big obstacles. The time of the companions was a period of truth and justice. They were heroes who only sought God's pleasure and never gave up on honesty. In that bright century, people's only worry and thought was to know God and follow His orders correctly to win eternal happiness forever. Today, minds are so distracted by worldly work, money, and temporary fun that it is almost impossible to understand deep and thin truths. The companions felt in their hearts that every verse came from God. This great faith raised them to the highest spiritual rank in the world. Now you must look at the 6 big obstacles to understand why interpretation is hard. These obstacles have bound the modern human soul and mind. The first obstacle is minds being full of the world. One busy with temporary things cannot feel the deep meanings in God's eternal word. The companions knew they were in God's presence in everything. This awareness gave them such wisdom that no philosopher could ever reach their level. To interpret, one must know all sciences for God. Today's people only think of their own interest and comfort, which is a big mistake. Before, truth was sought, now only excuses are sought. Thinking of how to avoid God's orders instead of following them darkens the heart. The door is open, but the road is full of ego and worldly love. To reach the truth on this thorny road, strong faith is needed. God is closer to us than ourselves. A soul that puts His pleasure above all discovers the universe's secrets and follows the companion's path. The power that grows a tree from a seed placed thousands of truths in the Quran. To read them, you must clean your heart. Every word of the companions reflects God's pleasure. Following them is like being on a steady ship in a stormy sea. It saves you. If interpretation was done today, it would only be for the world. The companions did it to win the afterlife and know God truly. A believing youth should follow the path of the companions. Following them is the most honorable and profitable spiritual trade and success. The Quran is a sun that lights up every century fresh. Since the companions were directly under this sun, they saw the truth clearly. Our duty is to protect the legacy of the companions and apply that bright path to our own lives with total sincerity and honesty. God embraces every servant who wants to follow the companions' path. Every step on that road is a promise of eternal happiness and peace. When the heart finds God, the whole universe becomes a guide. Because the companions lived this, they saw God's wisdom in every event. One who wants to enter the door of interpretation must first be free from ego. Only then can they feel God's eternal truths deeply. Let's try to gain the companions' pure perspective today. Seek God's pleasure in everything and decorate your life with this unique wisdom. A life starting with God's name and lit by the path of the companions is the promise of an endless spring. This is the truest path. Living with faith and following those great guides is life's greatest success. Being God's most loved servant is the highest honor a human can achieve.